A group of Russian soldiers panic and scatter as a Ukrainian drone relentlessly pursues them from behind. A heavy Ukrainian drone accelerates toward a group of Russian soldiers hiding beside disabled armored vehicles, confirming the position from above before closing in under direct aerial pressure. The following footage likely takes place near a ruined village in Chernihiv Oblast. A Ukrainian drone observes and tracks a lone Russian soldier moving slowly along a tree line at the edge of the settlement. Fatigue or prolonged pressure from the front line appears to dull his awareness. He focuses only on the path ahead, seemingly unaware that a Ukrainian drone is following directly behind him, despite the clearly audible engine noise. At one point, a piece of plastic becomes tangled around his boot, yet he continues walking without stopping to remove it. As the soldier approaches the village and nears a roadside utility pole, the trailing Ukrainian drone closes the distance. With the position fully confirmed, the drone accelerates and commits, ending the movement under direct aerial observation. The next scene shows a Russian soldier lying wounded on the ground, raising his hands and repeatedly gesturing toward a Ukrainian drone hovering overhead. In a moment of desperation, he points toward his nearby comrade, signaling for the drone to strike the other soldier instead. The attempt fails. The drone maintains position and does not respond to the gesture. As the soldier slowly drags himself toward the edge of an open field, the drone stabilizes above him and releases a grenade, ending the encounter under direct aerial control. A Ukrainian drone is observed striking a dugout position. In the moments following the impact, 3 Russian soldiers panic and rush out of the shelter, splitting up as they attempt to escape. 2 of the soldiers move together and take cover behind a nearby tree. Shortly afterward, another Ukrainian drone descends and attacks that position, but both soldiers appear to remain mobile. One stays concealed at the tree, while the other breaks away and runs to a shallow pit a short distance away. At the same time, a separate drone pursues the third soldier, forcing him to circle around a tree in an attempt to evade. After the pursuit fails to produce an opening, the drone disengages and redirects, diving into the shallow pit to engage the soldier who sought cover there. The scene unfolds across open terrain in the Zaporizhia direction. A Russian military truck carrying a group of soldiers moves steadily toward Ukrainian defensive lines. From above, a Ukrainian drone detects the movement and closes distance without being noticed. The soldiers remain unaware of the threat until the drone accelerates and commits, striking the vehicle as it crosses the exposed field. The footage captures a Russian tank advancing along a dirt road running alongside a tree line, tracked continuously by a Ukrainian drone from above. Moments later, a strike drone descends and commits. Following the impact, the tank veers sharply, crashing through several trees before breaking off into an adjacent open field. The vehicle comes to a halt, suggesting mechanical damage or loss of control. Shortly after, a crew member panics and exits the tank, dropping prone on the snow-covered ground nearby. After a brief pause with no immediate follow-up strike, 2 additional Russian soldiers emerge from the vehicle. Disoriented, they sprint toward the tree line in an attempt to escape. The previously exposed crewman rises and joins them, and all 3 move together along the trees, fleeing the area under continued aerial observation. The following situation is recorded by a Ukrainian drone over a snow-covered field in the Pokrovsk direction. A Russian soldier moves across the open terrain in a constant combat posture, his weapon raised and aimed upward as a Ukrainian drone circles above him. Aware of the threat, he continues forward at a steady pace while the drone maintains altitude, orbiting patiently and applying continuous pressure. When the drone suddenly accelerates and closes distance, the soldier reacts, attempting to fire upward in a last effort to disrupt the approach. The attempt fails. The drone maintains alignment and commits, ending the movement under direct aerial control. 2 Russian soldiers are observed lying beneath a large tree near the front line, using its base as minimal cover. Both repeatedly glance upward, aware of a drone hovering above their position. Moments later, a Ukrainian drone stabilizes overhead and releases ammunition. The strike concludes the attempt to remain concealed under limited natural cover. The next footage takes place inside a forested area in the Lyman direction. A Russian soldier attempts to flee and dive beneath a fallen tree as a Ukrainian drone closes in from above. Not far away, another soldier runs before stumbling and falling as the drone commits to the approach. Elsewhere, a third soldier tries to circle around a tree trunk, changing direction repeatedly in an effort to evade a descending Ukrainian drone, but the maneuver fails. Nearby, another soldier rests carelessly beneath a fallen tree and is detected almost immediately by a separate drone. In another moment, a panicked soldier breaks into a run toward a nearby house as a drone approaches. Finally, 2 Russian soldiers hiding inside a damaged shed in a ruined area are discovered, and a Ukrainian drone enters the structure and commits, ending the attempt to conceal their position. Inside a trench near an area of intense fighting, a Russian soldier is seen taking cover below ground. Beside him lies a shoulder-fired mortar. Moments later, a Ukrainian drone descends rapidly and commits to the position. Not far away, in a separate trench recess, another dugout concealed with dry branches is identified. A second drone follows, diving in to strike the shelter and neutralize the position under direct aerial observation. The following attack takes place on a snow-covered field in Sumy Oblast. A Ukrainian drone accelerates toward a Russian soldier moving along visible vehicle tracks etched into the snow. As the drone closes distance, the soldier realizes he has been detected and panics. He stumbles, falls to the ground, and rolls several times in a desperate attempt to evade the approach. The maneuver fails. The drone maintains alignment and commits, ending the movement under direct aerial control. The next attack unfolds near the Pokrovsk direction. A Ukrainian drone accelerates toward a group of Russian soldiers taking cover beneath an abandoned armored vehicle along the roadside. From above, the concealment is quickly confirmed. The drone commits and strikes the position. After the initial impact, one soldier appears wounded and manages only to crawl out from under the vehicle before collapsing nearby. Other soldiers, seemingly uninjured, remain close to the armored hull, hesitating and observing from a distance. No one moves in to provide assistance, illustrating how aerial pressure freezes movement and breaks coordination under sustained drone threat. A Ukrainian drone is seen accelerating toward a concrete drainage pipe, where a Russian soldier has taken cover inside. The drone closes distance and commits into the confined space. Not far away, another Russian soldier advances near the edge of an open field. As a Ukrainian drone approaches, he raises his weapon in an attempt to counter the aircraft, but the effort fails. Nearby, a third soldier reacts to an incoming drone by breaking into a run. But the distance closes rapidly, and escape proves impossible. Along the field's edge, another soldier, shaken by the preceding strikes, drops to the ground and remains motionless, hoping to avoid detection. Yet the drone still commits. Moments later, a fifth soldier freezes in place as a drone approaches head-on, unable to react before the engagement concludes. The situation unfolds across an open, snow-covered field in Kharkiv Oblast. A Ukrainian drone tracks a lone Russian soldier moving across the exposed terrain. He appears to be operating alone, possibly on reconnaissance or separated from his unit. After covering a long distance, the soldier suddenly collapses onto the snow. The fall is not caused by exhaustion, but by the growing sound of a Ukrainian drone approaching overhead. Believing that remaining motionless will keep him hidden, he lies flat against the ground. The assumption proves false. From above, the drone steadily closes in, confirms the position, and commits to the strike. The following incident occurs near a trench line in the Pokrovsk direction. A group of Russian soldiers is observed gathering equipment, likely preparing for an assault toward the city. From above, a Ukrainian bomb-dropping drone stabilizes and releases ammunition onto the position. The initial blast triggers immediate chaos, sending soldiers scattering and diving for cover. Moments later, believing the danger has passed, several troops emerge from the dugout to assist wounded comrades. The drone remains overhead. A second munition is released, striking the exposed group and neutralizing the position under sustained aerial control. The following scene unfolds along a dirt road where a Ukrainian drone detects a Russian soldier lying beside a single-wheel handcart. The soldier keeps his eyes fixed upward, watching the sky, suggesting he may have already survived an earlier strike. For an extended moment, no immediate attack follows. Believing the threat has passed, he begins to move again. Unable to stand, he drags himself forward using his arms, occasionally rolling across the ground to gain distance. Inch by inch, he makes his way toward nearby bushes, attempting to reach cover and disappear from aerial view under continued observation. The next incident takes place along a key route in the Kherson area. Two Russian soldiers arrive on a motorcycle and begin placing anti-tank mines along the roadway, working quickly to avoid detection. Their movements, however, are spotted by a Ukrainian sniper observing the route from a concealed position. As the soldiers prepare to remount the motorcycle and leave, the sniper opens fire, forcing them to abandon the attempt to escape. Both men drop